Hey everyone, thanks for joining this Pilates class. Get your computer set up, grab some space, grab a mat if you've got one, if not a soft ground will do. And then come join me with your feet together underneath you. And take a deep breath in and release. This class is going to be about 30 minutes, but feel free to pause, repeat any areas that you wish to. If you find an area that's particularly tight, or an area that you feel needs more strengthening, you can pause and do a few more repetitions on that side. Take another deep breath in. Fill in your rib cage, fill in your belly, and breathe out. Okay, good. Let's turn our feet out. Lift our heels, bring our feet parallel so they're under our knees, under our hips. Feel that engagement in the inner thigh. Give your glutes a little squeeze your bum a little, and spread your toes. Just rock forward and back, and side to side, spreading your weight, and then come to spread your weight evenly. From here, I want you to come to your pelvis, tuck your pelvis out behind you and then underneath. So just rocking that pelvis backwards and forward. All the way back is point A. All the way underneath you is point C, and I want you to find your point B in the middle. So all the way back, A, all the way under C, find your point B. There we find our neutral spine. When we're in that position, our back is up to 30% stronger. You may also notice that it's helped engage your abdominals. If you're thinking, what's she talking about? I want you to imagine I'm going to throw a ball at you, and you're going to tense your abdominals so it would bounce off and wouldn't hurt. Keep that connection in your abdominals, squeezing the glutes and that neutral spine position. I'm going to remind us throughout. It's okay if you lose it, just going to remind us to come back to it. And roll those shoulders back and down, looking forward. Let's take the arms back, circling them back, mobilizing the shoulders. We're going to get mobilized. We're going to do a few standing exercises, take them forwards before moving down to the mat. Good, leave them up. Let's reach over one way, back to center, and over the other way. We're using our abdominals to pull us back up. Brilliant. One more each way. And we're going to bring it back to center. We're going to bring our arms, so we've got right angles at elbows. Elbows same height as shoulders. From here, right hand stays where it is, but we're going to pull the left back and then release. So we're just squeezing the left shoulder blade back and then release back to the original position. Two more. This is great for opening the chest, strengthening the top of the back, strengthening the shoulders. Swap sides. Sit at a desk a lot. Our chests become tight. We want to strengthen the top of our backs, both together, to keep our shoulders back, to help with good posture. One more. And send those arms up to the sky, so we're in a big V position. Pull the hands down, side of your face, so we're in a W, V. W. As you come down into your W, squeeze your shoulder blades down and together. Just remember that engagement in the abdominals, neutral spine position. Couple more. One more. Squeeze together and then bring your hands behind your head. Chest is open, elbows back as we twist to the left and the right without moving our hips. So hips stay forward. So it's only a small movement. Send the arms out long and we'll do it with the arms. Get a bit more range of motion here. One more each way. And we'll release in a moment. And release the arms down. Just let them swing either side of you to release. Let's take the hands down the front of our thighs until we come to a flat back position. Bend your knees as much as we need to. Then we're going to draw the belly button in, forcing our back to arch up like a cat. And then reverse, looking forward. Draw the belly button in, arching up like a cat. And reverse. One more. and reverse. Bring the hands to your feet. Bend your knees as much as you need to for your hands to come to the mat. And we're going to roll up, straighten the legs, restack the spine slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, and roll the shoulders back and down. Good, let's come to the hips. Let's just make a circle with our hips. Loosen off our hips and the other way. Shift our weight onto our left leg. We're going to lift our right and we're going to circle that knee out. Really getting into that hip joint here. How does that feel today? Bring it the other way. Keep it up as we circle the ankle. Circling it one way and then the other. Let's swap sides. Little bend in that standing leg. Abdominal stays strong. Keep you well balanced. You can absolutely hold on to something. And let's take it the other way. How does that side feel versus the other side? Keep that knee up. Circle the ankle out. And in. Good. Pop those feet down. Let's just take a roll down. Relax your head and we roll it up. Good. Roll the shoulders back. Let's take a big step back with our right foot. Right heel up, shoulders on top of hips, feet and knees in line with hips. So they're not crossing, you're not wobbling. It's like you're on a train track. So have a look. Then we bring it down into a lunge and up. We stay on this side. Weight through heel on front leg. Good. 4 more. 3. 2 more. 1 more. And let's swap sides. Step the other one back. Check our shoulders are over hips. Take pressure off our knees. Our knees and feet are in line with our hips. And then we bring it down and up. So we're going down and not forwards. Good. Move your hands at center. 3 more. 2 more. And 1. Step it up. And you guessed it, roll it down. And bring it up. We're going to change that slightly. We're going to step it back into a lunge. Nice big step, feet in line with hips. Bring it down into that lunge, but then push up with the knee, pull up with the knee. So we lunge back, and then we pull the knee up. You absolutely here can lunge, step, and then knee. And of course you could hold on to something. Give me 4 more. Working the abdominals, working your balance. 2 more. 1 more. And let's swap sides. Step the other one back. Check your alignment. Lunging down, pulling the knee up. Remember, you can step and then knee. And you can hold on to something for balance. 4 more. Keep those abs pulled in. 3, final 2, and 1. Pop it down and roll it down to release. And bring it up. I'm going to change that again. I'm going to shift our weight onto one leg, lift the knee on the other. You might want to do this on the hard floor. It's a bit easier to balance. Lifting one knee up. We're then going to hinge at the hips and reach forward. Knee, shave in front, knee to reach, knee to reach. Keep it going. Good. Give me 2 more. Look down, find your spot for your balance. Keep those abs pulled in, swapping sides. Raise the knee and reach. And pop your foot down in between or keep it up. From the front. Good, we're nearly there. Good, pop it down and we roll down to release. Bring it up. Let's go for 4 more on each side. Shift your weight onto one leg, lift the knee and reach. It's okay to wobble, it shows you're working. Every day will be a bit different. Are your legs tired today? And swap sides. Bring that knee up, hinge at the hips. How does one side feel versus the other? Good, one more. Lovely, and pop it down. And we roll down to release. You bring it up. Roll those shoulders back. We're going to move down to the mat. If you need to move anything, do. Come to the bottom of your mat. Drop your chin to your chest. Roll your hands on the front of your thighs. Bend your knees, walk your hands forward. You can drop to your knees first or just walk. Hands under shoulders. You can come to your elbows if it's too much on your hands, if it hurts your wrists. From here, pull the abdominals in. Check that your bum's down. We're in a nice high plank position. Engage those abs. Tap one foot out to the side, then the other. Tap it out, bring it in. 4 more. 2 more. 1 more. And then we're going to bend the elbows, lower ourselves down, untuck the toes. Bring our elbows up by our shoulders. Push into the forearms, look forward. Swan dive here, working on our lumbar mobility. And lower down. See if you can bring your hands by your shoulders. Push into your hands and push up. You may be able to straighten your arms. You never bend in the elbows. Let's untuck our toes onto the mat. Push up. Push our bums high, hips high. Open up across the shoulders. Bend one knee, then the other as we pedal our feet here. Good. Walk our hands back to our feet. You can drop to your knees first. We're going to roll up. Restack the spine, vertebra by vertebrae. Roll the shoulders back and little back bend. Let's go again. Drop our chin to our chest. Hands down the front of the thighs. We walk our hands forward. Hands come under shoulders or elbows. You can come to your elbows. We engage the abdominals and we tap out to the side for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2 more. And we lower down. Elbows come by shoulders, untuck the toes, top of feet on mat, as we push into the forearms and look in front. And lower. Hands come close to the shoulders. Push into the hands this time. You may be able to straighten your arms, you may have a bend in the elbows. Take a breath here, pull your shoulders away from your ears. Tuck your toes into the mat and we push up. You might need to walk your feet in a little. Open up across the top of your shoulders and pedal your feet. Good. Shift the weight forward. Lower down, you can drop to your knees first. And come onto your left side. You can relax your head on your arm, pop a pillow underneath if you need to. From here, bottom leg, make sure I don't turn the microphone off. We're good. Bottom leg straight or bent if it hurts your hip. Spare hand just in front of you. We're going to lift the top leg, point the toes down, and circle it forward for 8. 8. 7. To work harder, you can take the hand above your head. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it back for 8. We're working our hip stabilizer muscles here. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. This time we're going to lift and lower slowly. You can lift the bottom leg to work harder. It's too much, lower it down, and you can always use that spare hand for balance. Really squeezing your glute at the top. Couple more. And lower. From here, come up onto your elbow, elbow under shoulder, knee, legs straight or bent. This is for your side plank. Whether your knees are bent or straight, the front of your thigh is in line with the front of your body. We push into our feet or our knees, push into our forearms and lift the hips. Elbow under shoulder and hold. From here, you can take your spare hand and lift and lower. You can take your top leg and lift and lower. Whatever you choose. Give me 4 more. 2 more. And drop those hips down. Just push your hand into the mat and lean the other way. Feel that stretch down your side. Let's swap sides. So we come onto our right. We're going to do exactly the same. Rest your head on your arm. Bottom leg straight or bent, your choice. Top leg we lift. Spare hand in front of us, balance to start with. And we're going to circle forward for 8. 7. To work harder, you bring that hand above your head. 4 more. 2 more. And let's go back for 8. 8. Which way feels harder for you? 4 more. 2 more. Last one, and now we lift, squeeze, and lower slowly. You can lift the bottom leg to work harder, making your hip stabilizers work harder still. Keep it going. Couple more. Last one. And lower it down. Bring that elbow under your shoulder. Legs straight or knees bent, but front of thigh in line with the front of your body. We push into the feet and the knees. Lift. From here, we can lift and lower a hand. Work a little harder. Work harder still. We lift and lower the top leg. Good. 4 more. 2 more. 1 more. And lower it down. Push into your hand. Feel that stretch down your side. Lovely. And then let's rotate onto our hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Just pull your abdominals in. Push your hands into the mat. So we've got a nice flat back. Abdominals engaged as we send forward our left hand, send back our right leg. We're going to lift and lower. We're only lifting to shoulder and hip height. Nothing else moves. Back stays flat. Working the hip stabilizers here. 2 more. bring it in. Re-engage the abdominals as we send forward the right hand, back the left leg. We lift and lower, so it's opposite hand to opposite leg. Working our balance, stability, strengthening the glutes and back and abdominals. Good. Squeezing your glutes to bring it up. 2 more. Bring the hands in. Just sit back onto your heels a moment. Reach forward. Back to the hands and knees. From here, we re-engage the abdominals. We're going to change slightly, so I'm going to turn around to show you. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We send forward, opposite hand, opposite leg. We lift. We send out to diagonals. 8, 7. If this is too much, you just go to the lift and lower. We're really working the obliques, the side abdominals. 4 more. Look down to keep the neck long. 2 more. And down, swapping sides. Other hand, other leg. They go out, they lift, and then we go at diagonals. Good. Really working your balance now. So say if it's too much, go back to the previous version. 2 more. And we bring it in. Sit back onto your heels, reaching forward. Good. Hands and knees again. We're going to lift up our right arm. Look up at the right arm. We're going to take that right arm, thread it under our left elbow, and bring it up again. I'll show you from the front. We lift up, we thread it under. Doesn't need to touch the ground. We're working on top of our back, spine mobility. 1 more. And let's swap. The other side goes up. Thread it under. How does that feel? Try and keep your hips stable. 1 more. Bring it back. We're going to lower onto our tummies. Arms go out, so elbows are at right angles. Elbows at the same height as the shoulders. Remember this move when we get mobilized in the warm-up, where we pulled one shoulder back after one elbow back after the other. We're going to do that on our fronts. You can do it kneeling if it's not good for you to be on your tummy. Pull your tummy away from the mat, squeeze your glutes, head down as we lift just our right elbow, squeeze the shoulder blade and lower. So we're just lifting 1 and lower. Really squeeze that shoulder blade back. 4 more. Look down, keep your neck long. 2 more. Last one here. And let's swap sides. Lifting the left. Check that the elbow is the same height as your shoulder. Pull the tummy away from the mat. 4 more. Doing great. 2 more. Really squeeze it back. Last one. Let's do both. The only thing moving are the elbows. Not pulling my chest up. We're really isolating these muscles here. 4 more. Last 2. And last 1. Push into your hands. Come to your hands and knees again. Pull those abdominals in. Let's take our right arm. Reach up. How does that feel now? Thread it under. Reaching up. Thread it under, 2 more. Do you feel like you can reach a bit further after that? 1 more. This one, we're going to thread it all the way under until we drop our shoulder down. I'll show you from the front. So we thread it all the way under until we drop the shoulder down. Elbow down, hand down. Then left hand we send long, straight out of our shoulder. Relax your head and feel that shoulder stretch. Take a couple of breaths here. And we bring it in. Swap sides. Left hand goes up, we look up at the left hand. Thread it under. 3 more. How does that feel versus a moment ago? 1 more. This time, it's going all the way under until we drop our shoulder down, elbow down, walk the right hand forward. Have it going straight out of your shoulder. A couple of breaths here. And we bring it in. We're just going to rotate ourselves to come onto our backs, feet down, feet shoulder width apart, arms out at the side, palms up. I want you to engage your abdominals. Remember that ball that I threw at you at the beginning? Imagine it's going to drop from the ceiling. Engage your abdominals to brace for it. We lift our right leg. We lift our left. Right ankles behind knees. They're about our arms span away from you. If you send your hands out straight. Hands by your side, palms up. Engage the abdominals. We're going to tap down with our right foot. Bring it back up. The other leg does not move. Check that you keep your shins parallel to the ceiling, that they're not floating up, they're not floating down. You can tap your toes or your heel. If your back is coming off the mat, you can bring your feet down and do it in reverse, lifting one, then the other. It's a little less intense. It's still working your abdominals, working your core. Keep it going. Squeeze those abdominals. To work harder, you bring your hands up next to your knees and send opposite hand back with opposite foot. Keep those abdominals braced. We keep going. Any point you feel like you're losing your form, hug your knees in. Go for a couple more each side. 1 more on each side. And we hug the knees in. Pop the feet down. Feet hip width apart. I want you to tilt your pelvis. We're going to peel our pelvis off the mat, then peel vertebrae by vertebrae, pushing into our feet until we come up to the shoulder bridge. Squeezing the glutes at the top. We roll down vertebrae by vertebrae. We go again. Tilt the pelvis, lifting the pelvis, then vertebrae by vertebrae, articulating the spine till we're at the top, holding, squeezing the glutes, and we go down. It's brilliant for your spine mobility. Staying down. Let's take our knees together, we'll roll them over to the right. Left hand over to the left, look over at your left hand. Lovely spine twist here. Getting your glutes swell. Let's go the other way. Rolling your knees over to the left, hand out to the right, we look to the right. And we bring them in. We're going to roll over onto the hands and knees. We're going to tuck our toes onto the mat, sit back on your heels. Little stretch there on the feet. A little stretch in your big toes. We place our hands on the heels, push in, push into your glutes, push your glutes and hips forward. Nice stretch here for the front of the hip flexors, the quads. Nice to the back as well. We lower down, hands come forward, under shoulders, pull the belly button in, arching up like a cat. And to neutral. Push into your feet, into your hands. We push the hips up. Pedal your feet. Walk your hands back to your feet. Relax your head down. We roll up. Rolling the shoulders back, feet underneath hips. And we reach up, reach behind. And we're going to roll down once more. Drop the chin to the chest. How does this feel first as the start of the class? Relax your head. We roll up once more, straighten the legs, restacking vertebrae by vertebrae. Roll the shoulders back, reach up and bend back. And bring it down, roll the shoulders down, neutral spine position, abdominals engaged. We're back to where we started. Hope you feel good after that. Thank you very much for joining me. And have a good rest of the day, evening, whatever time you're doing this, and hope to see you soon.